Okay, guys, there's something that we need to talk about, and it's really, really important. It's been driving me bonkers since I started doing this Moonology thing, and we need to talk. We need to talk. Okay? It's about the moon. It's about the moon. We've been doing it wrong for years, and I know you've been wondering, why aren't my manifestations working? Why is none of this working? I know I'm doing the things that they're telling me. I've been doing all the things. Well, I'm here to set the record straight, guys. I'm here for you because you know me. I don't do the gatekeeping thing. So let's do this. Are you ready to do this? Are you ready? Are you ready to learn all the things and learn how to manifest correctly? Learn how to use the moon correctly for your own good? Are you ready? Are you ready for all the magic? I know you are. Welcome back to Moony Musings with the Boss Bish. I'm Stephanie Barthelmess, the Boss Bish of the hour. Well, it's not going to be a full hour, guys, because let's be real, I have ADHD and I don't think I could handle a whole hour of. Actually, I probably could handle a whole hour of talking to you about the moon because I'm in love with the moon and, I could ramble and talk. It's not really rambling if you're talking about something that you love, is it? Is it? Okay. All right. I digress. I'm going to calm down. It's going to be okay. But as you can tell, I'm super duper excited to talk to you guys today about this subject because ever since I started learning about the moon and learning about the cycles and learning about the phases of the moon, I started realizing, oh my gosh, I think we've been doing this wrong. I think we've been, actually doing these things backwards, right? And when I started doing them the right way, right? When I started doing them the way that, like, the Moonology way and the way that we're supposed to be doing them, things actually started shifting. Things started actually working. My manifestations actually started coming true. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's been wrong this whole time. It's but like some of these people are teaching the backwards way and the wrong way, and I have to help. I have to let people know, guys, this is what we're supposed to be doing. So let's talk about this, shall we? Let's talk about this. So when it comes to all of these cycles, every single cycle matters. Okay, so I want to start off with that. Okay, we have the new moon, the first quarter moon, the full moon. Okay, we have the last quarter moon, and then we have the dark moon. Okay, so that gives you 5 cycles. Okay, so when we're thinking about that, and I'm looking down here at my notes because I don't want to forget anything, because it's really important that you guys understand all of these cycles because each one has a purpose and each one is important when it comes to manifesting and when it comes to putting all of these pieces together. Okay, so when it comes to the new moon, when we're looking at the new moon, we want to think of fresh. We want to think of calling in. We want to think of new, right? We want to think of starting something out of nothing, right? We want to think of creation, right? And if we're looking at it when we're looking at our houses, this is even better. Okay. But right now, we're just looking at the phases. We're not looking at our houses. If you want to do that, guys, if we want to look at the houses, guys, come and join us at the masterclass on September 19th. Make the moon your best bish. It is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's a 3-day event. And I'm going to talk to you about how to use the moon with your houses and how it all makes sense and how it all comes together. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is something that you don't want to miss. So make sure that you sign up for the event. The link is right down below. Okay. All right. So coming back to the new moon. Okay. So, okay, this is the time that you're setting your intentions. Okay. This is the time that you are setting your manifestations. Okay. So this is when you're making your wishes. This is the time that you're thinking about your dreams. Okay. This is the time when you're calling in the things that you want. Okay, this is the time that you're calling in the things that you truly want. This is how you're creating your reality around you, okay? You're creating the things around you. Remember, we create our reality, and during the new moon, this is exactly the time to start doing these things, okay? This is absolutely the time to start stepping into this, okay? So the best thing to do during new moon is to, you can start scripting during the new moon. You can start drawing your manifestations. You can start, um, a lot of people like to create during the new moon for their manifestations, you know. A lot of times we write out our manifestations and put them under our pillows, whatever that may be. Now is the time to manifest. Okay, the new moon, we manifest, we create. Okay, that is the time to do it. Okay, so then we're moving on to our first quarter moon. First quarter moon is when it's exactly halfway through. Okay, that's when that's when the moon is halfway to the full moon. Okay, and this is when we're expecting our challenges. Okay, this is how the moon is testing us to see how committed we are to those dreams that we've just created, that we're just calling into manifestation. Okay, with quarterly moons, okay, it's so much better to start engaging in or start practicing gratitude. Okay, so with this, you want to start thinking of doing like, I like doing I'm thankful, or 10 things you're thankful for every single day, right? And list out 10 things you're thankful for. You don't actually have to write these out. I actually do these mentally. So when I wake up in the morning, before I touch my phone, before I do anything like digital in any way, I actually think and do like a silent meditation in my head of 10 things that I am thankful for. This is a practice that I started doing about 2 months ago, and I count on my fingers. I am thankful for this. I am thankful for this. I am grateful for this. I am, and I start going, and it's not surface level stuff. It's, it's getting past all of the that, right? And going through that. Practice gratitude. Remember what we're grateful for. Remember what it is in your life, right, that is keeping you going and keeping you moving forward. Okay, be thankful for those things, and that will help with your manifestations. Okay, so then we're moving on to the full moon. Okay, this is where it gets important, and this is where I feel like a lot of people are missing. This is where that missing link comes in, because a lot of people are forgetting this part. Okay, and this is where it's a little backwards when it comes to manifesting and the moon. Okay, so when it comes to the full moon, we need to release. Okay, full moon is about releasing and letting go of the things that we're holding on to. Okay, full moon is about recharging ourselves. Okay, it's about understanding that we're letting go of the things that we've been hanging on to, that are not serving us any longer. Okay, that are keeping us away from those manifestations that we were calling in. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. It's about letting go of those things that are keeping us from receiving our manifestations. So we're releasing so that we can receive. Okay, let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Okay, and if that's not making sense, I will do another video just on the full moon, and we can do a whole full moon release. There's a wonderful full moon release that I love doing and I love practicing. I've actually taught it in the Boss Bitch Collective, my free private group, in on the book. So that's something that you want to check out. Head over there. It's amazing. So we are, we're releasing everything to the goddess, to the moon, so that she can help us receive everything that we're trying to call in, that we're calling in to be manifested. Okay, this is how our manifestations work. We're asking her to help us receive our manifestations. This is how. Okay, because we're releasing those things that we're hanging on to. Okay, moving on. Okay, we're right back into our last quarter moon. Okay, this is the other half. We're moving to the other side of the moon, right? This is the other half of the moon, and this we're still releasing. Okay, we're still releasing that stuff that we just couldn't let go of. Okay, we have to release so that we can get our manifestations. Okay, and this is perfect. So if you guys don't know, I am following Yasmin Boland, and I will tag her below. I will put the link in there, but I received my Moonology certification through her and through the course. And again, I'll put the link below so you guys can check it out. But she actually does a challenge every so often, and it's the Moonology Manifesting Challenge. And she almost always starts it on the last quarter moon. And she starts it this way so that you can start releasing, right? You start releasing right before the new moon so that you're letting go of the things that are holding you back, so that you're prepared. It's like a cleanse almost, so that you're prepared for that new moon, so that you're prepared to like let go of all of those things that are keeping you from receiving that manifestation, right? um it's one of those things where it's you have think about it this way, okay? So we have this basket, right? And if we start filling this basket with like all of these crystals, right? And I start having all of these crystals in here, and then I want to go to the crystal store and I want to buy more crystals. I have no more room for crystals, right? I have nothing left in here. I have to start emptying it out so that I have room for crystals, right? It's the same for your manifestations, right? You have to imagine these crystals is like my negative energy, is my negative feelings towards my manifestations. It's those feelings of I'm not able to call my manifestations in. I'm not able to create these things. I'm not able to gain these things because of XYZ, right? I'm creating these stories of why I can't do these things. This is part of that, right? We're releasing these things, okay? And so then we're moving on to our last our phase of the cycle, which is the dark moon, okay? With the dark moon, okay, we're letting it go. This is truly like the end right before the new moon, and we're letting things go. This is like the end of the end, and we're absolutely letting go so that we can manifest, so that we can call in exactly what we desire, so that we can create that dream, that life, whatever it may be. Okay. And like I said, make sure that you're joining us on September 19th, okay, 2023. And because I don't know when you're watching this, okay, so it starts September 19th, 2023, and it's the 3-day event. And we're going to talk about how you can manifest through your houses so that you can truly get exactly what you're desiring. Exactly. Okay. But with this is if you start using and releasing this way, if you start using the moon this way and start calling in this way and manifesting this way, you will see so many amazing results. But it's all about release, it's all about gratitude, okay? And it's all about belief in that it's possible, belief in yourself. Letting go of the toxicity, letting go of those that just are not worth it. Because a lot of times, too, it's that we, surround ourselves with these humans that just don't get it. We surround ourselves with these people that just don't want to believe. And that's okay. Those people don't need to understand, they don't need to get it. And it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Once they see that the magic is working, once they see that what you're doing is working and the things around you start changing, the tune will change. And if it doesn't, that's fine. That's on them. You don't need to force them to believe you. It's okay. All right. The things that you're doing is for you and the betterment of you. Okay. It's okay to think for yourself. You are allowed to think for you. All right, babe? Boss Bish way here. We're doing boss bish things here. Okay. And so even if you're doing these things to help your family, even if you're doing these things to help better the people in your life, to make things better for them, to grow and do all of these amazing things, that's okay. It's amazing. You're doing amazing things for everybody around you. They don't need to understand how you're doing it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're doing amazing things, okay? So, again, new moon, manifesting, first quarter moon, gratitude, full moon, release, okay? Last quarter moon, coming to terms with that release, okay? We're letting go. We're absolutely letting go of those things. Dark moon is forgiving ourselves, okay? Forgiving ourselves and really just like allowing for whatever to happen, right? And preparing ourselves for that next new moon cycle so that we are cleansed and ready to go. All right? Okay. So, guys, that's the cycles. That's how we use the moon. Okay. Let me know in the comments how that feels. Okay. Make sure that you're liking and subscribing to my channel. There's going to be so much more magic coming your way. I promise you. I promise you. Next week, we are going to be talking about meditation because I feel like this is something that a lot of people struggle with, especially if you're ND like me. If you don't know what ND is, that's neurodivergent. But if you're neurospicy like me, meditating is something that's really, really difficult. And I have found through working with all of the magic and all of the things, there are very different magical ways that you can be meditating and you don't even realize that you're meditating. So I cannot wait to talk to you guys about that in our next episode. Please, please, please stick around. Let me know what you want to talk about. Let me know what you want to learn. Let me know all of the things. I want to hear from you. Let me know how you felt about this episode for goodness sake. I mean, hello, it's all about you. I want to know how to help you be the best you, boss fish. Like, seriously, you're amazing. And if you don't know that you're amazing, I'm letting you know. You're freaking amazing, okay? So, thank you so much for being here. I think you're amazing. I think you're awesome. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your whatever time of day this is. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye, darling.